Good afternoon, everyone. It's Rita here, and I decided to film another video today because I have a friend coming tomorrow to sew. So I thought, I had some time. I might as well do another video here and see what I can get done. So, oh darn, I wanted to dye these. I forgot. Okay, so first of all, where did it go? Right there, blended right in with all the papers. I did find an envelope that I think is a good size to put in this little pocket here to slide in. And yeah, I think I'm gonna like that. I'm thinking, I don't know if I should decorate it, but it does need some gluing. Actually, this one here is walnut dyed. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that, but when I used to do my punch needle and I would have my punch needle fabric, I would walnut dye the fabric. And it's walnut crystals. I mean, I don't know, you get them on Amazon or wherever, like crafting places have them, Joann's probably. I don't know that Hobby Lobby has them, but some of the bigger craft stores. And I don't know why this does not want to stay closed. But anyway, it's called walnut crystals. You mix it with water, and it takes very, very little to get this color. And then I sent it in the oven and let it dry. But sometimes I just do that, because I don't have the coffee or whatever. So I want to do it think this way. And I just wonder, I'm going to put little tags inside here, or I may just make it journal paper, writing paper. I have, where'd it go? This paper here is, I don't know, it's a lightweight coffee dye paper, and I got this from that ephemera pack. It was in there. It's almost not gonna fit. I may have to trim it a little bit, but it just feels really nice, like it's something you'd want to write on. Let me trim it just a little bit so it fits. Okay, so it was really sunny here, but now it's cloudy again. I don't know if it's gonna rain. Rained last night. It rained. Okay, what's holding it up? I have the worst time with things holding up inside. Did I cut it crooked? I could have. Maybe I did. Hold on. I think I cut it crooked, that's why. This cutter is not really that good. I really do have to be very careful and get it right on the line. Okay, that might be a little better. I'm not going to ink it. So, yeah, I could put a stamp. I could stamp on that. Maybe I'll come back to that. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that I did find an envelope that I like for the size and to slip into here. Right. And then we have this one to slip in behind the tag. And then we'll set that up there. So that's 1, 2, 3 ephemera pieces. I don't know really how many more I need. I mean, I'll be putting pockets and such in the journal too, but I don't know how many little, cool ephemera I want. Okay, so then I found this old sewing book I had, Fashion Your Own, and it tells you how to make things, like how to make skirts. Probably from the 60s, maybe. Let's see. Looks like something I would have had in high school. 1964. I would have been 14 years old, and that's when I was doing all my sewing. Yep, there I am. Totally 60s. Oh, how cute. It even gives you prices here. 2 yards of broadcloth is 46 cents a yard. Buttons, 10 cents. How funny. This is like Jacqueline Kennedy look. That's why I like that movie, The Gambit. Or what was it called? It was about the chess player that went to Russia. Anyway, it was a good movie because I wanted to watch all the outfits that she was wearing. She was totally 60s. So I took a page out of there, and I'm going to use one of these pages to put in the journal as a book page. Well, that one's kind of ripped. I might have to find another page. And then I also took some of those a couple of those book pages and cut them down. Let me see what I cut them down. Oh, 7 3/4, but you know, you probably could make it 8. I just wanted to make sure it fit on my page. And these pages are, I think, 8 1/4. So I cut it 7 3/4. And then I cut it by 3 1/2 because I wanted to put these little envelopes in here because I'm going to make pockets. I might be able to get 3 pockets now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I think I can, of these little tiny coin envelopes. I bought these by mistake. I thought they were much bigger, but I do want to coffee dye these or avocado dye them, one of the two. So what I'm going to do on the first page here is I'm going to I'm going to decoupage some tissue. And this was in a package that I received, a journal back, I don't know, August or something. I purchased it. And she sent it in this wrapper. I'm sure I showed you the journal on when I got it. She sent it in this wrapper, and I thought I would just use this as the front cover. So let me get a book page here, and I will get my glue stick, but hold on, I think I need another glue stick just in case. That one is getting very low, down to my last 2. I was watching Gail, and she still doesn't like this glue. I don't know, does anybody else use this glue that's watching my videos? Or what kind of glue do you use? I don't know, I could have just gotten the wrong Yoo-hoo glue. But I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use this up if I can get it across here. But this does get kind of stringy, I guess. I never really noticed it, but I did notice that the Yahoo glue was not as sticky. Oops. Was not as, it wouldn't hold the papers down as good as I liked. At least that's what I thought. Now, I have watched her video too that she said you really need to, let me make this so it's flat, that you really need to put a lot of glue on there for it to stick. And so some of this wording might show through here, which is fine. You could have put that up just a tad higher, but you know me, just didn't do it. And I love doing the collage, the decoupage with the glue stick. Getting out that bottle of glue, and then it gets all bumpy and bubbly. I mean, there's a little crease there, but that looks fine if it's, and I can even rub it out pretty much. There is creases. So I thought this might be a nice little pocket. I did see this on, similar to this, not the same pocket, but she made Crafty Cat, Amy. I don't know if it was a new video. It might have been. I think it was a Valentine's Day one, so it's probably her newest. Really should have used the emery board to cut this. But this is not tissue. This is tissue paper, not napkin. I don't know if it'll come off as easy on the edges. I thought this was pretty. It's kind of that turquoisey and pink. The way, same as the kit. Okay. Yeah, so Amy was making something like this with the pages as well. Hers are a little smaller. I kind of wanted a bigger pocket area. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just fold that back over again. All right, and then this one, I cut two the same size. I don't know if I told you that. So I'm going to make this side, let's see, these are going to be glued down to make the 3 pockets. Let's see how I was going to do that. Now I'm going to glue these 3 down to make the 3 pockets. And this side is going to be it's kind of crooked. Looks crooked, but it's not, doesn't seem crooked. This side I'm going to put this notebook, this vintage notebook for third grade. I love this little color lettering, that old cursive. October 1949. Looks like she did her math. Okay, so I'm going to lay this on here. And I'm going to glue that to there. I could have used coffee dyed or avocado dye paper to for the journaling part, but I think it's fun to journal on old paper like that, and it's really very kind of brittle, so it's almost like you can't put it in your journal without backing it or something. So that's what this is good for. Okay, all nice and sticky. So I can get this kind of straight here. I may have to straighten it out a little more. Cutter. Okay. So I hope everybody had a good day. This video won't go up until the following day. Put this up Thursday morning. And so I hope everybody had a good day Wednesday. My brother dropped a piece of granite on his foot. He lives in Oklahoma. And broke a few bones in his foot. And he's like 68 or something. Getting too old for that kind of stuff. He was moving it, and the granite broke in half. It was from an old, it's a house that he rents out, and he was cleaning out the house. and they left a granite pool table. So the top, I guess, comes off separately, and it was laid up against the garage. And he tried to break it up so that he could move it himself. And he was hitting it with a hammer and stuff. Well, he couldn't get it totally broke, so he rolled it up to his truck and thinking he could like lift, there was in 3 sections, lift it up onto his truck. Well, where he had been banging at it, he ended up, that cracked it, and then it broke in half and fell on his foot. And it's a good thing he had steel-toed boots on, because he would have, you know, would have cut right through his foot, because that granite is very sharp. So anyway, he's lucky there. Okay. So on this side I'm going to put the pockets. Unfortunately, I need to do, I guess, the paper on this side too, but not this side. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, so I don't know, should I put a solid? Because what if the lines don't match up? That would look funny. Let's do solid. Let me look for copy dyed, see what I've got. I don't want it so coffee dyed, so I'm going to do this side. This is very brown. Sometimes when the top piece of my coffee dyed, well, that one was the bottom, I can tell, because it's got these little marks. Because my pan has those little, what do you call it? I wish I was in, you know, the frame of mind to do something really decorative, like the doilies and all, but I don't. I think, oh, I need coffee dyed paper, so I just run in there and dip it in the coffee, throw it in the oven, and call it a day. Whatever happens, happens. I don't know, I don't take the time. I know a lot of people, I don't know where all my time goes. I don't have enough time in a day. It's crazy. Today just flew by. I did talk to my brother for quite a while, but still. And you know, you have the whole day to yourself, and you think, oh, I'm going to get a lot done because I don't have anywhere to go. And then the time just goes. And I want to make this journal a little faster than I have made some in the past. I kind of just want to move on to another one. So, oh, I forgot to set my timer. Darn, I don't even know what time it was. Maybe around 3 o'clock. So this will make it a lot sturdier too for the pockets to go in. Okay. So if I want pockets on here, make sure that all looks good. Let me ink it so I can see if I need to trim anything. Probably could make this I'm trying to figure out how I would make the pockets, because it would be nice to have like a flip where they could write on both sides. What I could do is just sew it down the middle and then close it, right? Think about that. I always like more journal space. You know, if I can make it more space for journaling, that would be great. My heater just kicked on. I am ready for the heat to stop. Ready for lower gas bills. My gas bill, they said I used more, I guess December, than I used the year before. So I don't know, maybe I did. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to sew this down the middle. Now I had a whole bunch of clips here a minute ago, and now they're all gone. Just want to make sure that it doesn't move on me when I'm sewing. Okay, give me 1 minute. I will sew this and I'll be right back. Okay, I wonder if I should sew the pockets closed. Okay, so I have to kind of figure out, that involves math, right? I was thinking I only going to have 2 little pockets, but now I'm thinking 3 would work. I'm missing one of the envelopes. Oh, there it is. And then I have one over there in the cabinet. I have like 50 of them by mistake, so I kind of just wanted to use them up. Okay, so those are going to go inside here. So those are like 2 1/4. So let's see, 2 1/4. So let's say 2 1/2 that way, and then this way. Let me just mark it. Okay, so I'm going to stitch right there, or glue, and right there, and at the end. Okay. So I also need to put 3 notches in there before I do that. So 2 and a little over half, so 1 3/4 maybe. That looks like about the middle there. I'm just going to eyeball what I think is the middle because I can't really tell. Okay. And I'll use that line as my guide. Because you don't want to go too far back or too skimpy. That's ugly. Oops. I'm like, what is going on? Okay, so that's the cover. That's the journal there. This will be closed. And then journal here and here. But I don't like the way that looks, so I can run something down the inside of this before I close it. So what can I run? Could I run lace? Some kind of trim? I don't know if that would be in the way. Let's find one that isn't wrinkled. So I was thinking I could just leave the pocket on the outside. I think that would work. I don't see why not. I don't know, that's not very, well, if you put these papers along with it, I'm just trying to get the idea, you know, the vibe from the ivory colors. But yeah, I think those look fine. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. So let me get my glue. And I'm just gonna, we're gonna have to wait for this to dry because otherwise it'll seal up the page, won't it? Okay. Actually, I don't think it'll matter because it's not coming through the fabric at all. Okay. I didn't leave that much edge sticking out, but probably should have left more out, huh? Let's see if I can. Yeah, I can move it. Looks like I can break it loose at this point. I just didn't like the way that looked, so. Okay, this time I'm gonna go out farther with it. There, that's better. Okay. I think that's better. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so then I want to sew. I'm going to sew these shut instead of glue. So let me get my ruler here so I can make sure that's a straight line to sew on. Trying to think, if I mark it with this, all I have to do is go in there and put the iron to it and it will be gone. So that's what I'm gonna do, because that way if any marks show. Okay, I'm gonna have to sew each end here too. Okay, so hold on one second. I always like when she says that. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh my goodness. Trying to thread it, but you have to get the needle just in the right. Alrighty. So I hope you guys can follow along with me. I mean, this was not planned. I mean, it was planned, but then things changed. But you know, if it was all so organized, we wouldn't have as much fun, right? I don't think, anyway. I know sometimes I like it when something else happens that I don't expect. And I won't remember how I made this in the future, so. That's one thing about old movies, you don't necessarily remember them. So it's okay to watch them again when you get old. Alrighty there. Okay. Let's see if I can erase some of this. Oh yeah, it's erasing good. So I don't need to iron it. I was just afraid it might, I wouldn't be able to erase over the needle. Okay. Now these little guys will fit in here. I'm going to get them coffee dyed, the right color, or avocado dyed or something. Now, put those in there, and those would be cute. Well, I don't know. They're that cute. I guess once they're dyed the right color, they won't show up so much. All right, so now we have this journal spot. They can journal in here, and journal here. So to attach it to the page, I could just glue it down here like this. I want it to be, you know, so they can journal. So I don't know, maybe this is pretty on this side. Maybe I'll do it like this. No, that won't do any, that won't. I was gonna say I could make this a pocket here. They could journal out here and journal here and here. Yeah, I guess I can figure that out when I go to put it on the page. So the only part that I will decorate would be this front. So I can either glue it on here and here and have this as another place to put a journal card or something under here. Or in here. Sometimes, see, I just feel like sometimes journal cards are difficult to slip in this way and to come out when this is in the signature. So I usually like the journal cards to come out this way. So then I want to move this over like that. That's usually the way I figured out to do. Okay. I put that out here too because I was going to use it somewhere, but I haven't figured out where yet. All right. So this kind of, I don't even think I could put like a ribbon behind it to make this shut. Or I could put a ribbon going this direction and tie it in a bow. Make it, untie it and use it. Okay, that's the thought. All right, so this is done here with that piece. And then to decorate this piece, I wanted to do, I don't know, something big. I did cut this out of the, so I like that it's tall and skinny, but does that look pretty there? I just wanted it something tall and skinny. I don't know, does she have, okay, this is, yeah, that's nothing. That's not tall and skinny there. I was wondering if she had something on her pages that would be I was going to cut that all out, but that's too big, too wide. No. I think something like this. Let me see if I have any other problem is the color. You know, I mean, I have other flowers that might be tall, but are they going to be the right color? Oops. I'm trying to see if it matches her papers. It's a little too yellow. Oh, this one's kind of, man, no, that's the right color, but bent. But it's a little too wide and too short. I like the color of that. I'm going to leave that out because I might use that somewhere else. Let me see if there's any other ones in here. Well, do I have any die cuts? I think these are all smaller. Yeah, these are small. That kind of looks pretty, but I like that other one, if anything, at this point. Let me check over here. We got about 10 more minutes, I think. Die cuts. I could cut something, but okay, that is really simple, but it looks good. These are the ones that Diane sent me. I mean, could I do a whole grouping? I've seen Tracy, not Tracy, but Roxanne, Rachel at Roxy Creation do a bunch of flowers together like that. They're so fiddly. Stop moving around. Okay, that one doesn't work. I like the I don't know. I don't think the die cuts, I think if they were all that same color or something, it might work. So it's either this one by itself, and then I could put a collage or something, or this one by itself. And I mean, I like that one. I wish it had some of these colors, if the flowers were that color, but they're not. So let's go with this one. And then I'll find a collage to set alongside of it. Let me see if I have anything in. Kind of like to have something weighted down a little bit so that page would stay shut. Yeah. Oh, that's the same. I must have went crazy with that scrapbook paper. These aren't really any sewing. We already used this notes in the journal somewhere. That looks so nice together. But, I mean, the colors go, gratitude. Now, I think I need something that's tall and skinny to go on the side. Wrong. Let's see if I have any other ruffles that might be right. Not really. That one actually looked kind of neat with the black, but I don't think I want to do black. All right. Kind of like that. I mean, I like both of these actually, either one. So this has got a vintage button. Actually, I could put that one on top of this one with that vintage button, or find another vintage button. I kind of like that. I don't know, just do. So, I had a terrible time making collages this last time. It just seemed like nothing was going together right. All right, so now I need something to go in the center of this. So I could put another word, one of her words, since it is her kit. I do like that little bird. I wonder if I could cut him out. Okay, creative is a good word, but maybe that's too big. Memories. Let's see what we have. We have memories, we have believe, and we have journal. And I don't want journal on the inside. Actually, I kind of like the memories. I just like the size of that better than these. They're too big. All right, so let me glue this. And I don't know how to keep this down. I may have to put ribbon behind it. It's just that when I did the gluing in the tissue paper, it warped it. But sometimes if the book is closed long enough on, you know, these pages, it will unwarp. Because I've noticed that when I have a journal and it's for, you know, I have it up for sale and it doesn't sell for, you know, a few weeks or something. And then I'll open it and it's almost like you've put, you know how you put pressed flowers in a book? It presses things down. I think it looks cool. Like the ribbons and stuff. I'm just going to lay this down. I don't know where it's supposed to go. You know how you do ribbons? This is going to have to be, let me just put this down. I didn't coffee dye that flower. I mean, you know what I mean, because I always say that. I didn't distress it. Saved by the Bell. Fell upside down. So the glue didn't get on the floor. Okay, let me ink this a little bit. Okay, that little bird's cute on that though. I might cut that out just for fun. Put it somewhere else. So these I will do coffee dye, and then I'll have those ready for tomorrow. Or I don't know, I won't do a video tomorrow, probably. So, but the next video, maybe I can do one in the afternoon, I don't know. Like I said, I would like to get these done. But, so that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, is that 4? 1, 2, 3, this is number 4. I thought I had more than that. Okay, so 4, maybe I'll do maybe something else. Or I can put my pages together and then we'll see what needs to be done. I'm going to leave this for journaling. I'm not going to decorate, but I could put something on each one of these tabs. So we'll see how they look when they're coffee dyed and whether or not I want to add something. So this lace is tight as can be inside there with that glue. I tell you, I'm really liking it. Just because it doesn't bleed through, it doesn't soak through the fabric or anything. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. Let me put this in my, well, I'll leave it here so I can do those coffee dye and I know what I'm doing. And we'll see what I come up with next. But maybe next we'll at least put the papers together and make and see how thick that is. And we do have part of the book cover ready, the journal cover. So I've got to decorate that too. Okay, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks. Bye.